We welcome you into Valor Preparatory Academy Knights Football as the Knights get ready to face the San Marcos Academy Bears from San Marcos. Early kickoff here about 5 minutes prior to the scheduled time between Valor and San Marcos. Here in this one leads to Valor's. They will take over they will give it the 22-yard line, it looks like, in this one. I want to welcome you in here to the broadcast booth here at Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High. I'm Ben Brown, broadcasting live, and a pair of teams come into this game looking for a win. Valor comes in at 5-2 on the heels of a good win last week against. So they come in off a good win last week, while San Marcos Academy comes in at 2-4. Here's the Bear taking the snap, standing, now rolling, rolls back the other way. He's looking deep, doesn't have a man, now scrambles back under pressure. This is Caleb Armstrong. Now Bear will finally dump it off to Bennett Herman, about 4 yards past the line, and it will bring up second down. So Bear had an eternity of time there, but got rid of it at the end and picked up positive yardage. Knights are led by head coach Stephen Bird here in this one as San Marcos Academy comes in with Jeremy Crothers as their head man. Bear takes the snap, one man in the backfield, fakes the pitch to Duke. Here's a pass to James. James, short sideline, pushing ahead. He's going to be about a yard or so short of the first down marker, bringing up third and short as the Knights try to convert here early in this one. Knights last week pulled out the win in Mineral Wells against Community Christian, and they are riding about the one-game winning streak right after a state record. Here's a pitch a short dump off to Bennett Herman, and he gets tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So bringing up 4th and 2 here from the 33-yard line. Valor's going to try and convert here on 4th down and 2. From their own 33. Reminder that it's an 80-yard field here in six-man football and 1st and 15. Here's a pitch to Duke. Duke got a man on his heels, and he's going to get the first down and more. Lowers the shoulder and plows into enemy territory. He's got the first down and tackled on the San Marcos Academy 30-yard line. Good for a first down. Let's give you a little weather report here as we start play. It is 77 degrees. Knights going tempo. We'll continue that in a minute. Bear rolls top. Bear scrambling under pressure again, gets a hand on him. He's got all day, fires contested ball and caught by James Hoagland, and he stumbles ahead for a first down, and they'll move the chains on a 15-yard gain. James Hoagland takes the catch. To continue, that feels like 77 with 41% humidity. That's right in the sweet spot in terms of what feels good. Here's a handoff straight ahead, and Duke is brought down in the backfield. Ball is spotted on the 15, but this is going to set the Knights back 2 as Duke was blown up in the backfield there by the San Marcos Academy defensive front. Knights wearing white helmets with script Knights in the word across the side of the helmet, blue jerseys, and blue pants. Bear rolling for Maddox in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Maddox trying to dive and drag the toes there, but unsuccessful, bringing up third down and long. And this is going to be third and right at 17. It's third and goal, but third and 17 here in this one. Reminder that in six-man football, every player is an eligible receiver. Except the quarterback. Quarterback cannot run. It's an 80-yard field and 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Bear takes the snap under pressure early. Flags all over the place. Firing back in the end zone. Incomplete for Maddox Moline. But we're going to see what this flag is somebody jumped, and San Marcos jumped, but if it was a false start or an offsides is the question. See where they spot this, and as we figure this out, they're going to walk it forward. So offsides on San Marcos Academy, and this will give the Knights a much more manageable third and goal from about the 12. Empty backfield for Bear. Duke on the long bound, lined up on the long boundary. Now comes in motion to the top. Now flags, and this whistle is blown dead, and it appears we're going to get a false start on the Knights. So an offsides and a false start equate each other out, and we'll move this football back to the original 17-yard line. Rather, that is the 18-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 18. Knights trying to get a chunk play here to get close to the goal line. Maddox Bennett lined up at wide receiver. They've got Duke in the backfield. Bear, play action to Duke, rolling, under pressure. This is Amel Gihanga in there. Fires to Maddox, and he can't haul it in as he was on the ground trying to catch that while sitting down practically. Unable to do so, and it's going to be 4th and really long for the Knights. So Valor going to look to convert here early. This is 4th and goal from the 18-yard line. San Marcos Academy wearing green helmets with white jerseys reminiscent of the Colts with the 2 stripes on the shoulder pads, green numbers, and green pants. Now we're going to get a timeout, Valor, as Coach Stephen Bird is going to want a timeout here to talk about this play. So a big play forthcoming, 7:02 to play, nothing. First drive of the game. Valor has the football on their own 18-yard line, needing a touchdown to convert. As we look ahead through the rest of the night, it will be low 70s, high 60s here at Paul Tyson Field. And earlier, right before game time, we had some sprinkles, but precipitation does not look to be a factor throughout this one. So cloudy skies here, but no rain imminent. Down to 74 with cloudy skies, as we mentioned. Not a lot of sunlight here, as some of the darker skies we've seen in a while here in Waco. Knights on the heels of an 112-66 Mercy Rule win last week against Community Christian from Mineral Wells. Knights are going to need a big play here, probably through the air, if they're going to convert this 4th down. 4th and goal. Knights send Bear, Maddox, James, Connor, Duke, and Bennett out there on offense, the starting 6. Bennett and Duke stacked on the far side, on the short side rather. 2 men stacked on the other side. Here's Bear evading in the pocket. He's a one-on-one in the backfield. Bear going to scramble, has to fire, looking, end zone, incomplete. Hit his man on the hands, but unable to haul it in was Connor, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Knights, as Connor only playing with one hand, but felt he had a good shot to haul that in, but just couldn't, as Connor continues to play with that clubbed-up left hand. Samuel out for the Knights as well, still fighting that knee issue, and Luke out today with a hip issue as well. Here come the San Marcos Academy Bears. The Bears wearing green, white, green here as they are led out by their freshman quarterback, Major Howard. Howard's numbers similar to the numbers of Bear Grismer's numbers from that game in Belleville. Here's a pitch. This is a run. And stacked up for San Marcos's runner as Seth Flowers in there on the stop. That handoff, I believe, went to Evan Denoso. And that will bring up a 2nd and long as they lose a yard there. It'll be 2nd and 16 from their own 20-yard line. Beautiful day here for football as we play just under the lights. Lights taking pretty good effect, even though the sun has not fully gone down here in this one. Bunch formation, many men stacked in the box. Here's a pitch. Snap handled, and diving forward for a yard is Evan Denoso, the senior captain for San Marcos. Denoso has been one of their better receivers on the year with 7 receptions for 86 yards and a touchdown. He's been effective through the year, but getting some opportunities here on the ground as well. Early 3rd down and long for San Marcos Academy with 5:45 to play first quarter here between the Bears and the Knights. Bears send Howard under center. 2 men in the backfield behind him. Here's a handoff, straight ahead running, and this is trouble. First down on the about 15-yard run up the gut for San Marcos. As that's Caleb Armstrong. That is their leading rusher, Caleb Armstrong, and he just plows forward for the first down, moves the sticks, and the ball will be spotted at the, let's see where they spot it. They spot it at the 37-yard line. The Bears 37, not the Valor 37-yard line. Armstrong, their leading rusher, 34 carries for 308 yards and 3 touchdowns on the year. He's going to get the bulk of the carries from the backfield. Here's a snap. It comes to Donoso. Donoso pitched to Armstrong. Armstrong busting through the line and finally bottled up about 8 yards past the line by a horde of Knights. I believe Connor and Seth in there on the line. As we see Seth Flowers getting the start here on defensive line for Valor. I love to see him out there, and he's a dog on that defensive line, and just an all-around great hustler off the edge. Multiple subs here for San Marcos as they bring in Daniel Yates, a junior, and Yates has been a factor in both the run game and the receiving game with 15 carries on the year and 12 receptions. 2 receivers on the far side. Low snap handled by Howard. Howard picks it up, has time, fires, incomplete as he had a man across the middle. A low throw there for Rye Roberts, but Matthew Schlappe had coverage, and Rye Roberts was unable to haul that one in. Here we go, 3rd down and about 7 from the Knights 36 as San Marcos Academy goes to shop here. They've got the center, 2 receivers on the far side, 2 men, and then a running back behind that. There's the pitch. Donoso pitches. This is Howard. Howard on the run finds Rye Roberts. Did it hit the ground? No, it didn't. Rye Roberts hauled it in. Matthew Schlappe had coverage on him. He doesn't think so, and but that's going to move the chains. So same play before, just a mesh drag route over the middle for Rye Roberts, and he's able to haul that one in good for a first down, and they will put that ball right on the heels of the Valor 20. So a first down and 15 coming for the Bears. Bears on the edge of the red zone as they play from between the 20 and the 21. Need to get it to the Valor 5 for a first. Here's a snap. Donoso pitches to Howard. Howard under pressure. Bennett Herman in the backfield. Pass tipped, and trying to catch it was Caleb Armstrong in the backfield blocking. He tried to catch it after the deflection from Bennett Herman, but unable to do so. Ball falls to the ground incomplete and brings up a 2nd and 15. Want to say that thanks for listening, as feel free to share the word amongst the Valor community that we are broadcasting here from Paul Tyson Field. 2nd and 15, 0-0 with 3:39 to play. Valor Knights and San Marcos Academy Bears playing in this one. Here's the snap, comes to Howard. Howard pitches. This is Rye Roberts. Roberts going to sling it deep. Got a man over the middle, coming back for it. And the catch is, let's see who that is. It is David Folwell. So David Folwell hauls in the grab, and he was in the end zone when he did it, giving San Marcos Academy their first lead of the game. And the first catch of the game for David Folwell is a touchdown. So Folwell, their leading receiver, number 80, 11 receptions on the year, coming in with 228 yards, and he just picks up his 6th touchdown grab of the year. Major Howard, the quarterback, also on to kick the PAT and try and get this one in for 2. Howard, the right-footed kicker, has his holder Jackson Shoemaker, the freshman, out there. Freshman, and the kick is blocked. Off the edge comes Maddox Moline, and he blocks it for the Knights. So Maddox comes off the edge, dove, and just blocked it out of the air for Valor, and the score will remain at 6-0. Bears lead the Knights. 3:30 to play, first quarter, as Valor gets set to go out on offense and try and answer the touchdown against them. And this is a team that San Marcos Academy 2-4, but the Knights coming in at 5-2. You don't want to take them. You don't want to take them lightly. You don't want to take any opponent lightly, and you love to look at a 6-2 record after this game. But to do so, you're going to have to battle here and answer this touchdown scored against you. And it is 6-0 currently, so because no PAT, kick was blocked by Maddox. Knights send Maddox Moline back deep to return. Should the kick sail to the 10-yard line or thereabouts, that's where Maddox is. Up at the line, this is, I believe, Major Howard set to kick. Knights stack 5. Here is the kick. It's in the air. This is going to give Maddox a chance to return it on a couple of hops. Takes it, now cuts back up. Cutting through the line and brought down at about the 28, 29-yard line. And that's where Valor will set up shop for 1st and 15. Let's give you some stats from last week's win for the Knights, as Bear threw 9 passing touchdowns, 2 shy of the week before when the Valor Knights were a part of history. Texas 6-man football history. The Knights and Belleville Faith Knights were involved in a 260-point combined affair, and that was good for the highest total sum of 2 teams in Texas 6-man football history. Here's a man in motion. Duke, the pitch to, or Bear, the pitch to Duke, rather. Duke at the short side, running from the short side to the far side, picks up the 7-yard gain there as he gets it at about the 37-yard line, bringing up 2nd and about 7. Knights going fast as they love to run a tempo offense. Coach Bird leading his squad out there. Sends a man in motion. This is Duke. Bear, play action to fires, finds Duke. That was James in motion, rather. Duke with the catch. Duke pushing ahead, lowers the shoulder inside the 20. This will be a red zone opportunity for Valor as Duke gets it on in there to about the 18-yard line, and that's good for Valor, 1st down. So they ran James in motion and then tossed it, threw it to Duke, and Duke upwards for about 20 yards across the field. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. 3 men in the backfield. Bear has Duke and James to his right and left. Play action. Here's Bear trying to float it into James. James with the catch. Hoagland pushing to the goal line. Touchdown Knights! James pushing ahead, and he's fired up as he lunges across the goal line for a score to tie this one up at 6 apiece with 2:27 to play, 1st quarter. Knights answer with a James Hoagland receiving touchdown. So give Bear his first passing touchdown of the game, and he's really come on as started the year as the backup quarterback to Connor. Connor injured his hand and now is the center, and Bears really come on in that quarterback role. Here's Matthew Slappy to kick. His kick blocked. So both kicks today have been blocked, and that one did not make it out of the air, and David Followell blocked it. So their leading receiver also doing his part on special teams as he blocks Matthew Slappy's kick. But nonetheless, Knights tie it up 6-6 with 2:27 to play, 1st quarter. Good to see James get involved there early as he picks up the receiving touchdown, and really it's the big 6 for the Knights that are going to play the bulk of the minutes on offense, and if those guys are clicking and rolling, then this Knights team is going to be hard to stop. But a good start to this one as Valor tries to take the lead. Rather, they want to get a stop here, but then take the lead. Hopefully before this 1st quarter ends. You'd like to see Knights up by 7 or 8 at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got 2:27 left in the 1st quarter, so 6-6 here as we are tied with the Knights set to kick it off. First kickoff of the game for Valor as Matthew leads his special teams unit out there. Parker out there, Seth, Bennett Hudson out there on special teams. Ball on the 30-yard line as Matthew walks back and the Knights break huddle. Noah Kanala is the sixth man out there for Valor. Here's the kick. It's a squibber on the ground, and Knights kicked it. We'll see if it traveled. It is so Knights kicked it. So I believe that's going to spot the ball at the 36-yard line, and it's going to be San Marcos Academy football. San Marcos Academy comes out there. They are the Bears, and San Marcos Academy, obviously from San Marcos, but they are another Christian school, and they have traveled up here to play the Knights in Waco, and that's not a short drive for the Bears, and I'm glad they've made the trek up here to come play the Knights. Since 1907, San Marcos Academy, as the Bears have been around for over 100 years, and anytime you can say that, that is impressive. They are a private Christian school for pre-K through 12th grade, just like Valor, and they have a boarding school program for students in 6th through 12th. So a unique system there, and San Marcos has traveled up here. First down, they move the ball up to the Knights 39 as Caleb Armstrong busts through for about 4 yards. So with the Knights not kicking that more than 15 yards and then touching it, it moves. It is a penalty, moves the ball up 5 yards. So now ball on the 35-yard line. This is in opponent territory for San Marcos Academy, as they are huddling here and break the huddle. So let out by Major Howard. He's going to sit under center, and then they'll have Caleb Armstrong in the backfield as well. I formation here. Here's the pitch. This is Armstrong. Armstrong busting through. He's got a strong head of steam, lowers the head, and pushes on forward for about 7 or about 6 as they'll spot the ball at the 29-yard line. So third down here. This is a big opportunity for the Knights to try and get a stand. Third down and 5 rather. Third and 5 with 1:20 to play. We are knotted up at 6. A touchdown apiece, a kick blocked apiece for both teams. Here's Howard under center. He'll pitch it back. This is Armstrong rolling. He's going to throw it under pressure and not a good enough throw to complete it, as he was under pressure looking for the captain, the senior captain, Sam Stewart, but incomplete. And this is going to bring up 4th down and 5 as they bring Daniel Yates and Ryer Roberts back in, 2 of their leading receivers behind David Followell. Big 4th down, 4th and 5 with 1:02 to play. Knights and Bears knotted up at 6 as the ball spotted on the Knights 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Now flags, whistles blown, and the Knights are happy about that. Looks like we're going to get a penalty on San Marcos, and indeed we have a false start. So that's going to back them up 5, and you would imagine we might be looking at a punt here. With the penalty moving back 5, so it'll be 4th and 10. Exactly a minute to play. 1:00 on the clock. Here we go as we get set to play. We'll see if they punt it here or if they elect to try and convert 10 yards. With their running game, it's been good. Caleb Armstrong leading that attack. 2 men on the far side of the field. Here's the snap. They'll pitch it back. This is Major Howard. He's not punting. He's throwing deep. Ryer Roberts caught. So Matthew Schlappy unable to get back and knock that ball free, and Ryer Roberts comes through with a touchdown catch on 4th and 10 for San Marcos Academy. It's 12-6. Bears lead Knights. So you think about who would win in a fight between a Bear and a Knight. Got it. I would think the Knight, as we if you've got feedback, comment on the stream. But I think a Knight would beat a Bear in a fight. So comment with your opinion. 53 seconds to play. 12-6 Bears lead. Kick is up and no good. Wide left. And the score will remain right where it is. So 12-6. Valor will have an opportunity to drive down and take the lead here with hopefully before the first quarter ends. That's what you want to see here in this one. First quarter, first in of 15. Hopefully after the kickoff, should the Knights recover this as they get set to send their kick return unit out for this one. Duke headed back deep. Knights send Connor, Matthew, Parker, Maddox, and Bennett up to the line should it be a short kick. San Marcos Academy wearing uniforms reminiscent of the Colts, except green helmets with white jerseys, green pants. The white jerseys have green stripes on them. Here's a slow kick that does not go 15 yards. And it is, in fact, on the Knights 39, so we'll see if they get a better spot here. But, or rather, Knights 38 is where they're going to spot that. So, first and 15 for Valor as they send Bear, Bennett, James, Connor, Maddox, and Duke out there on offense. 3 men here on the short side of the field. Lined up a receiver. Here's Bear throwing across the field to Duke. Duke trying to get a screen going in the backfield. Stumbles, and he's going to push for the line of scrimmage. And I believe he got back there. But a screen that just didn't really develop for the Knights. And with 35 seconds and counting down, Valor's going to look to come up with something better here on 2nd and 16 as they lost a yard on the play. Bear in the shotgun. Hands it off to Duke. Duke running straight ahead. Here's a running back dive, and he pushes ahead. How about that 20-yard run for Duke as he pushes it on through for a first down into the San Marcos Academy Bears territory. Ball on the 25-yard line with 15 seconds to go. See if the Knights run another play here. Trailing by 6 here in the first quarter. Bunch formation at the line of scrimmage. Duke in motion. Bear, play action to Duke. Now fires to Duke. Duke has space. Running. Gets a block from Maddox to the edge and brought down. A good tackle there for San Marcos Academy's Amal Gihanga, the senior, here in this one. So that's the end of the first quarter as the buzzer sounds. And it's 12-6. San Marcos Academy Bears lead the Valor Knights. So Knights looking to come back with a stronger second quarter. And we'll be back to give it to you after this. Once again, end of the first. Knights trail by 6. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back here to Paul Tyson Field, second quarter, as we get ready to play again. 12-6, Knights trail the San Marcos Bears. Flip sides of the field. Here Duke goes in motion. Bear play action to him. Bear firing deep on a go route. He's got a man, and Maddox Moline in the end zone catches it for the touchdown, and the Knights knot this one straight back up. 9:54 to play, 12-12. So how about the quick strike response for Valor as they come through with the touchdown. Matthew Slappy trying to give the Knights the lead here in this one as he comes on to attempt the point after. Bear the holder. Slappy getting set to kick it, and lots of whistles, lots of jumps, so we'll see if this is on San Marcos Academy or the Valor Knights. It is offsides on the Bears, so Knights will get to a re-kick, as that was just a lot of movement up front, and ultimately the Bears are who it's whistled on. Here's the kick. Slappy gets it up this time, and on through, and the Knights pick up their first lead of the game. They lead by 2, 14-12, with 9:54 to play, and Valor picks up their first lead of the game. So they have not trailed much this year in games that they have won, and so trying not to trail again as looking to get a stop here on this next play. Lights have taken full effect down on the field here at Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High as the Knights lead by 2, looking to pick up another win. They come in at 5-2 and trying to beat the 2-4 San Marcos Academy Bears. Let's give you another temperature check here in Waco. 74 degrees, cooling off here with a 45% humidity, and the winds up to 7 miles an hour here in Waco. Knights getting set to kick it off. This is Matthew Slappy out there on the field. San Marcos Academy getting set to receive. Here's the kick. It's on the ground, a squibber, and San Marcos will just fall on that one. And the Bears will get the ball in their own territory right on the 35-yard line. I want to say thanks for listening, and thanks for joining us. A good crowd here at this home game here at Paul Tyson Field for Valor as the Knights try to pull out their 6th win of the ball game. San Marcos Academy, Major Howard under center there on offense. Howard takes the snap, pitches it back. There's a run for Caleb Armstrong. Armstrong trying to find a hole. Pile moving, and finally out of bounds. But we'll see if they give him the first down or not. It was real close as he went out of bounds right by the marker. They're going to spot him a yard short, though. And it will bring up 2nd down and 1. San Marcos Academy wearing green, white, green. First team we've played this year that has worn green, I believe, as these jerseys reminiscent of the Colts with the stripes on the shoulder, just like the Colts. Here's Howard under center. Hands it off and bottled up. The Knights in the backfield. How about Sam Shore seeing his first action of the season? He'd been hurt, but comes in there to make a big stop. Matthew Slappy in there on the tackle as well. And the Knights get a move the Bears backwards 2 yards, bringing up 3rd and about 3. 3rd and 3. The Bears trying to convert here on 3rd down. As they are let out there. Major Howard in the backfield. He's standing in Bears territory at the 38. Now he'll get the pitch as he fires, dumps it off underneath, And lunging forward, but not able to go anywhere. Evan Donoso dumped it off to Donoso. Donoso hit behind the line by Bennett, and Connor finished him off a good 3 yards behind that. Again, 4th and 6 coming up as the Bears have gone backwards on back-to-back plays. And that's something that this Knights defense has gotten better at through the year. We've seen the offense improve, but the Knights, the defensive unit, has been the big improvement and the big unit that we've seen step up in this one. Here's Ryer Roberts getting the snap. Roberts is the quarterback now. Roberts running back. Bennett in his face. Roberts trying to run. Roberts gonna run. And Roberts brought down. He's got 3 yards, but first he's brought down on 4th down by Bennett Herman, bringing him down. Had pressure in the backfield the whole way and gives the ball over to the Knights. So Valor with a big defensive stand there. And the Knights will take possession with 7:25 to play and a 2-point lead. Big play there for the Knights as we see if they can come up and add to this lead, trying to make it a 2-possession game here in this one. Bear alone in the backfield now sends Duke in motion. Here's a throw to James. James going to try and throw it deep. It is tossed, and Ray Roberts picked it off. So James Hoagland going downfield for Connor McFarling on the screen pass, and then James taking a shot deep, but unable to complete it, or he did complete it, but to the wrong team as Ryan Roberts picks it off, and the possession goes to San Marcos Academy. Bears get the football at their own 15-yard line as they try to come up and take the lead again. They are trailing by 2. And the Bears trying to get back in front here in this back and forth game. Here's a pitch back. This is Major Howard. Howard got pressure, dumps it off. That is going to be intentional grounding. Here comes the flag. So he just kind of pitched it to the sideline, and there was nobody close. Did not get past the line of scrimmage. This should be intentional grounding on Major Howard. Let's see what the penalty is. They're still talking about it. Officials huddled on the 15-yard line talking about it. Flag right by the sideline on the 14. Now a third official comes in and joins the huddle. Could be talking about where to spot the ball as we... Yep, it is intentional grounding. So intentional grounding on Major Howard should back the Bears up as we'll see where they place the football. So they will spot it. So we await the placement of the football. You're going to put it on the delay here as we await the penalty. And now they're going to march it forward. What? So they march to the 3-yard line and now place it on the 13. So it's a spot foul and a loss of the down. That's why they put it on the 13. Initially thought it was going to be like a 10-yard penalty from the spot, but they're going to say it's a spot foul and loss of down. So 2nd and 17 about, and they need to get it to the 30-yard line. Here's Howard. Howard throwing a screen pass across the field. Pass complete to Donoso. Donoso pushing ahead and brought down by James Hoagland, and it'll bring up 3rd down on a productive play there for the Bears. Bears get it to the 24-yard line. Still need about 7 yards to go here in this one. Third down and 6:30 to play here in Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High. Home game for Valor Prep. And the low snap, and it gets away. Picked up at the 5-yard line by Major Howard. Sam Shores in pursuit. Sam Shores brings him down. Ball thrown out the back of the end zone. This should be a safety, as now Connor picks it up. And it is a safety. The Knights get the safety on the sack. And for Sam Shores, brings down Major Howard in the backfield. Howard flipped the football back, trying to just get it out of there, but that is a safety as he throws it out the back of the end zone. 16-12. Knights go up by 4 now, plus 2 more, and they lead 16-12 with 6:18 to play. And there has been so much encouragement from the defense today, and Sam Shore is a big part of that as he knocks the quarterback back for the safety. So it was a botched snap at first, but ultimately Sam Shores got back there and just blew up the quarterback for a loss. So now it'll be Valor football after the kickoff, or should the Knights recover the kickoff. So kickoff coming for San Marcos Academy. Knights get set to receive. Duke back at the 35-yard line. Maddox, Matthew, and I believe Parker up there on the line too. On the 35, on the San Marcos 35, with 2 men, Connor and Bennett, behind them on the 40. Kick from the 20. Kick is a line drive and fielded by Duke. Duke, dangerous return man, going to get an opportunity to return it. Duke's the man out. Follow well Duke. Here goes Duke. Duke still pushing. Duke ahead. Takes a hit, and goes down. Finally inside the Valor 30, or inside the San Marcos 30 rather, at about the 28 and this will be Knights football on the change-up possession. So Knights will have 1st and 15 here in this one. Knights will send the offense out there with 6:08 to play. 16-12. Valor leads by 4, looking to extend this lead here in the second quarter. Here's the snap. Bear hands it off. Duke on the gap. Finds a gap and pushes it for 10 yards. So Duke explosive there up to the 19, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. Knights getting set to go up there on 2nd and 5. 5:43 to play. Snap comes. Duke another pitch. Duke running, trying to get the 1st down. He's got it and more. Duke pushing for the goal line, but brought down at the 5. So Daniel Yates in there on the tackle for San Marcos Academy. But the Knights are going to have 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line. So Duke gets the run, and now into the end zone for a touchdown. So Knights went tempo there, and they are able to punch it in with Duke on the ground. So Duke with another touchdown, and that bumps the Knights' lead up to 22-12, with Matthew coming on for the point after attempt. Here's Schlappy set to kick this. Bear the holder. There's the snap. Kick up through traffic and down the middle. So Matthew Schlappy nails it. And the Knights have now doubled the San Marcos lead. It is 24-12 as Valor leads by 12. 5:28 to play here, second quarter, here on the campus of Waco High at Paul Tyson Field under the lights here as we play at 7:39 p.m. And Knights start looking to get their 6th win of the year. They'll be back at home next week. It is a homecoming week next week, and Knights will be back here again. And then they have I believe then they have a bye. And after that, they go to Wichita Falls to take on Wichita Christian. Matthew Schlappy leads the kickoff unit out there onto the field. Knights 5-2 as we pull up their schedule. San Marcos faithful making some noise over there. They've got a healthy contingent, but they're making some noise, and Valor making some noise right back. Knights 1-1 at home, 4-1 on the road. So they have had a much larger sample size on the road, but also a better percentage on the road. Kickoff trickles out of bounds at the Bears 35-yard line, and San Marcos will take possession. First down and 15 coming for the Bears as they look to strike back here in this one, as they will be led out by Major Howard. See Daniel Yates also out there, their second leading receiver. Him and David Followell both jockeyed for catches, and they are both out there as well. Now, quick whistles, timeout Valor. They're going to set the defense as some miscommunication there on the line, and Knights will take a timeout. Looking ahead to the schedule, Knights are back at home next week at 7:30 p.m. Mark your calendars. It's homecoming week, and that Friday, Azle Christian comes to town at 7:30 p.m. And then a off week, a bye week, and then heading to Wichita Falls to play at Wichita Christian. And hope you can make it out there. If you can't, we're going to try and broadcast that one as well. Wichita Falls, 180 miles from Waco. If you're wondering, that is 3 hours away. So that's going to be a long night for this football team, and we hope to see you there. If you can't make it, we're going to try and get on the air. Here's a pitch back from Armstrong to Howard. Howard firing over the middle. Ryer Roberts catches it, and he's off to the races and gone. Touchdown, Ryer Roberts. He's been an impact maker and a playmaker for the San Marcos Academy Bears since 24-18. With 5:20 to play, Ryer Roberts has been impressive all night at receiver. He comes in as their second leading rusher on the year, but he's done it on the receiving end here in this one. 2 touchdowns for Roberts as Major Howard gets set to kick this one away. Or kick this one for 2, rather. Azle Christian, who the Knights will see next week, 4-2. 2-2 at home, 2-0 on the road. So Knights will look to break their 2-0 mark on the road next week. Here's a high snap. Major Howard picks it up, floats it out towards the end zone, and caught for a touchdown. So the snap did not go according to plan, but the rest of the play did. Major Howard fires it to Sam Stewart, the senior captain, and they score 1 more. So 24-19, Knights still hold a 5-point advantage with 5:20 to play here, second quarter. Azle Christian in action right now against Grace Classical Christian Academy, and then next week they play Valor here, and then they will face Wichita Christian. So Wichita Christian will head to Azle Christian, and that's district play. So next week, I believe, does start district play, and that's always big, 3 district games. So Azle faces Valor, Wichita Christian, and Grace Christian, and Valor is going to face off against Azle Christian and Wichita Christian there in that one. Knights getting set to receive here, leading by 5, 5:20 to play here in the second quarter. High hop for Bennett. Bennett returning. Bennett brought down after a short return of about 5 yards. He's going to be brought down on the chalk of the 37-yard line, and the Knights will take possession and try and add to this lead. Valor, they are 5-2 on the year, looking to make it 6-2. And they have been good today. Here's the play, and its ball is loose, but they're going to say incomplete as the Knights will take possession. We'll have second down coming up. Knights will have second down and 15 as we get set to go again here on second down. 5:08 to play here in the second quarter. Bear rolling out right, firing over the middle. This is James. James makes one man miss and brought down strong from behind by Sam Stewart in there on the tackle, and it'll bring up third down for Valor. It'll be third and about 5 as the Knights come up here on third down. Quick tempo. Bear pitches to Duke. Duke running hard through a gap, finding the gap. And now cutting back across the field. Stiff arms a man and goes down about a yard short of the line to gain. Don't go anywhere at halftime as we will have Mr. Knoyer on the, we will have a chat with him about all things Valor, so don't go anywhere as halftime coming up in about 4 minutes, and we will have Mr. Knoyer on the line. Fourth and about 1. San Marcos fans making some noise. Here's a pitch to Duke. Duke waiting, pushing. First down, Knights. He's got it comfortably by about 3 yards. Silence the San Marcos Academy faithful for the moment and pushes ahead for the first down. First and 15. Knights will have it on the 24-yard line here in this one as we come to you live from Paul Tyson Field. Bear motions Duke. Fakes the pitch to Duke. He's got a man. He's going to find, he threw it behind him, and Bear knows it, but that's incomplete to James Hoagland. Had a man on the play action in the flat, but I missed him, and it'll bring up second down and 15. Knights just got to put that one behind him and push ahead here in this one. Knights wearing white helmets with blue jerseys and blue pants, the white numerals and white letters. Here's a handoff. Duke almost brought down from behind, pushes ahead, and now Caleb Armstrong in there to make the tackle along with Jackson Shoemaker, the freshman, seeing some time on defense, and it'll be third and about 10 after the minimal 4-yard gain there for Duke. Seth Flowers into the game at running back here as we expect to see a pass situation here. Ball on the 20-yard line. It'll be about third and 11. Seth in motion. Takes the handoff to Seth. Dumps it to James. James hauls it in. Low throw, but caught. Pushing ahead. Hoagland still powering, and I believe he's got the first down. And a little bit extra, 2 yards extra, and it'll bring up first and goal for Valor. Knights push inside the red zone here as they will spot the ball on about the 8-yard line. Valor will set up shop with 3:15 to play, leading by 5. First and goal from the 7. Here's a handoff. Seth running up the middle to near the goal line and tripped up there at about the 2 or 1 or the 2. We'll see where they spot it. So Seth seeing some time at running back here as the Knights go tempo. Here's a pitch. Seth running for the edge for the pylon. Touchdown, Knights. Seth Flowers into the end zone for his first rushing touchdown of the game, and I believe that's his second on the year. So Seth coming in with the fresh legs in replace of Duke, and he pushes ahead for the touchdown. So 3 carries there for Seth on the drive and finishes it off with the rushing touchdown, his first of the game. Matthew Schlappe in to kick the extra point, as the Valor faithful make some more noise. San Marcos Academy Bears silented for the moment as we're going to get whistles now and a false start on Valor. So this should back, we'll see if this backs Valor up at all, and indeed it will. So backs the Knights up 5, and ball now on the, so ball on the 6-yard line now as the Knights still line up to kick it. Schlappe set up on the 15. Here's the snap. The kick is blocked in the air as they had Abraham Richards, the junior, in there on special teams. First time we've called his name tonight, but he's in there on special teams. Picks up the block for San Marcos Academy. And our score is 30-19 with 2:54 to play. 254 on the scoreboard, the area code of Waco. So maybe some lucky numbers for the Knights. 2:54 to play. Knights lead by 11, 30-19. San Marcos Academy comes into this one averaging 33.3 points a game. So they sure love the number 3. But they sit at 19 right now, so a little over that average. Knights averaging 90 points a game, the second highest in the state for six-man football, but this Bears defense has limited them so far today as they have only scored 30 in this one of their lowest outputs of the year. However, the defense has made up for that lack of offense. Sam Shores with a big sack leading to a safety and numerous other stops for the Knights. Matthew Schlappe set to kick this one off as the Knights break huddle on the 25-yard line. Ball falls off the tee as we start to get some wind gusts here at Paul Tyson Field. Now we're ready. Here's Schlappe with the kick in the air, bouncing, and falling on by San Marcos Academy. They fall on it at the 34-yard line rather, and it will be first and 15 as they set up shop with 2:54 to play. First and 15 as we play here with in six-man football. Reminder that it's first and 15 instead of the traditional first and 10. Play with an 80-yard field. Also, all 5 men except the quarterback are eligible receivers, and the quarterback cannot run, so no QB sneaks effectively in six-man. Major Howard under center, an I formation, and 2 men behind him, a fullback and a running back. Here's the play action and almost tripped up by Sam Shores. Howard going to fire deep and incomplete off the hands of David Followell. Matthew Schlappe on coverage. They're picking on Schlappe out there with these deep balls, but he's held his own so far, and forces another incompletion there as Sam Shores had pressure on Howard in the backfield. Nearly tripped him up, but was unable to ultimately bring him down. Second and 15, ball on the 34-yard line. They are Bears are in Bears territory, have not crossed into Knights territory yet, as Connor back in there on defense, as Matthew Schlappe will take a break here. So some good coverage from Schlappe on defense. Wind gusting a little more now than it was earlier as we come up on second down. Here's the snap back, pitch to Howard. Howard looking across the middle for Ryer Roberts, and incomplete. Roberts visibly distressed there as Coach Bird also visibly distressed, so not sure what that was about, but Bird not happy about something, and Ryer Roberts was looking around in disgust as well. Coach Bird unhappy there about a chop block on his guys, and not happy and barking about it still as the Knights get set to play defense here, just protecting his guys and trying to keep his guys safe and help his squad out. 74 degrees as we play here with winds up to 7 miles an hour. So feels more than that, but a cool breeze and a nice evening for football. Here's Howard. Howard scrambling, low throw to Daniel Yates, and a hit on Yates at the end of the play by Duke, but that was not an illegal hit, and it will bring up 4th and 15. So 3 straight incompletions from Major Howard as he was looking for Daniel Yates there. As the freshman piloting the San Marcos Academy Bears at quarterback, coming into this game, a 5-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, 10 TDs, 2 interceptions, thrown for 656 yards, 51 of 83. 4th and 15 from the 34-yard line. Howard a pitch. Ryer Roberts in the backfield has pressure. Roberts, he's going to sling it deep across the field. He's looking for Followell. Incomplete. Duke knocked it down. Also in there on coverage was Bear Grismer and James Hoagland. So Knights come up with the big stop there on 4th down, and they'll get possession with 2:26 to play on the Bears' 35-yard line. Reminder, stick around as we'll have Mr. Knoyer on during halftime, and we look forward to chatting with him here from the broadcast booth here at Paul Tyson Field. Ben Brown with you here live as we come to you from the campus of Waco High at a new Paul Tyson Field, about 2 to 3 years old now, as the old one torn down a couple years back, and then they have a brand new stadium here, and it's a nice one. Knights playing here for their home games this year. 2 receivers on the short boundary. Now both motion up closer to the center. Bear alone in the backfield. No motion. Here's the snap. Bear. He'll pitch. This is Connor. Connor with the one-handed grab and brought down 3 yards past the line. Remember, Connor McFarlane playing with a clubbed-up left hand. So he's the center, and but he can still catch with that right hand, and he's still able to do it. Very good effort there from Connor, and makes the play for about 3 yards. 2nd and 12, ball on the 30-yard line. Bear in the backfield. Takes the snap. He'll throw it to Duke. Duke calls it in. Shifty, making a man miss, powering ahead. A good push, and carrying defenders with him down towards the 10-yard line. And inside the red zone, another red zone opportunity for the Valor Knights. As the clock inside 2 minutes now, 30-19. Valor leads by 11 with 1:50 to play. And ball will be on the 12-yard line, it looks like. Knights want the clock to run. Clock currently stopped. All kind of looking up at the clock. There it goes, 1:47 and ticking on down now. Going to hold play for a minute as they let this run down to what it was supposed to be. Now Knights will send their guys, break huddle, and send them onto the field. 1:30 to play here in this first half of football, second quarter. Snap to Bear. Bear fires to Duke. That's been his favorite target. Duke plowing ahead towards the 5. Gets it down to the 6, and it'll bring up second down and about 6. Second and goal from the 6-yard line. Knights trying to add to this 11-point lead as they have put 4 touchdowns on the board so far in this one. 1 minute left here in this second quarter of play. Knights lead 30-19 with second and goal from about the 6-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout from Coach Bird, and the Knights will take a quick timeout. And let's give you a look ahead for the Knights as next week, homecoming week, they welcome Azle Christian to town for a district game, and that'll be a tough one as Azle comes to town. And then the next week is a bye week, so Knights no football the next week. And then to cap off the regular season, they will travel to Wichita Falls, a good 3 hours north, and take on Wichita Christian. They are among the best in the state, in the district. And so Wichita Christian, that will be a good challenge for Valor coming up. Azle Christian, that game at 7:30 next Friday. So come out to Paul Tyson Field and support the Knights as we'll have football there. As we are over an hour into this one. So this game going a little quicker than some of the road contests as we started 5 minutes early. We started at 6:55. That was kickoff. Originally scheduled for 7, but everybody ready before then, and so we started there. Knights break huddle wearing white helmets, blue jerseys, and blue pants. The San Marcos Academy Bears wearing green, white, green. So first combo we've seen of that nature here this year. Bear alone in the backfield, takes the snap. He's got pressure, rolling right, stops, fires across the middle. Touchdown, Knights. That is Maddox Moline on the catch, and that's going to bump this Knights lead up 6 more, 36-19 the lead, and a chance to double it here if you could put the 2 points through the post. And 45 seconds left. Knights trying to go into halftime with this lead, hopefully with 2 more added on to it. Hopefully Schlappe can put this one through. Special teams has been good for both teams today. We've seen blocks on both sides as Bear gets set to hold this one. The snap from Connor. The kick is up, deflected, and short for Matthew Schlappy. So score will remain right where it is at 36-19. 45 seconds left. The Knights lead here in this one by 17. And looking to keep it that way as they head into halftime, hopefully with a lead. The Bears trying to answer and bring themselves closer, try and cut into this 3-possession game. Bears are already ready to receive. Knights taking a bit longer to break the huddle as the Knights go from left to right here in the second quarter. San Marcos going from right to left. I want to say thanks for listening as we come to you live from Paul Tyson Field. I want to say thanks to our listeners, and feel free to spread the word around, and we want as many people to be able to follow this game as we can. A great crowd in attendance today. A shout out to the crowd, all grades making it out today, really. We see grammar school, logic school, upper school, parents, everybody coming out to support the Knights, and that's what we love to see here tonight. Slappy walks up now into a jog and sends this one away, a high kick, and it is fielded by Daniel Yates. Yates up the sideline. Yates gets some blocks. Yates, he's in trouble. That Knight's in trouble, and Daniel Yates is going to take it to the house. So just talking about how good special teams had been, and Daniel Yates takes it in for the touchdown, barring a flag, as we will see. Officials huddling here now, talking. So we'll see if we do have a flag here. We do, holding. So it's holding on the Bears, so that should bring this one back. And it should be Bears football from 10 yards prior to the spot of the foul. Scoreboard still says 25, but I should believe it should be 19. Flag right on the 30-yard line, so the boundary, so kind of hard to see there. But, yep, now back down to 19. So 36-19, 34 seconds left. Ball on the 22-yard line for San Marcos Academy. Bears trying to add on, or try and cut into this Knights deficit here coming up on halftime, rather. Bears huddle. Knights have already broken the huddle. They've got Connor and Sam on that defensive line. Secondary comprised of Bear and company. Here's the snap. Comes to Howard. Howard a pitch back to Rye Roberts. Sam Shores in the backfield again. He's lived there. Rye Roberts going to take off and run with it. He's got a couple Knights following him and sidesteps out of bounds at the Knights 30. So a good 25-yard gain there for Rye Roberts on the ground. And he will run into Knights territory with 24 seconds on the clock. So Knights are going to have to do a better job of containing the QB, or rather in that case it's really the running back. When you've got a dual threat guy like that who can take the pitch and then run with it or throw with it, that adds another dimension to your offense. Ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 15 for San Marcos Academy. Howard lined up at QB. Snap comes to Caleb Armstrong, pitches to his man, Major Howard, and now pass complete to Rye Roberts. Maddox Moline on coverage and the tackle. So a 10-yard gain there as Rye Roberts found again. Rye Roberts really has been a effective target for Major Howard in this one. The freshman finding the sophomore for his fourth catch of the ball game. And with 9 seconds left, the ball will be spotted on the 26-yard line. Looks like they're going to try and add time onto this. So showing 9 seconds currently. We'll see what they add on to it. 15 seconds now on the clock. Could be signaling for 16. 16 seconds now on the clock, and that's what they will go with. So 16 seconds left as they add 7 more onto the clock. We here second quarter, second and 6 rather. Scoreboard says 2nd and 15, but 2nd and 6 here for San Marcos Academy. Rye Roberts lined up at the quarterback position behind 2 men. He'll take the pitch. Roberts looking. He's going to try and scramble. Bennett trying to get off the block. Now another fake, and out of bounds goes Rye Roberts with 6 seconds left. So clock stops here, going out of bounds with 6 seconds left right at the 20-yard line. So it's 1st and 15, and Bears will have a chance to run probably one more play, possibly 2 if it's a quick play. But likely one more play here in this second quarter and this first half. Stay with us as we go into halftime. We will have a chat with Mr. Knoyer, head of school for Valor, and we'll talk to him about all things Valor coming up in just a couple of minutes. Here's San Marcos Academy. This is Major Howard, takes the snap, flag high in the air. They're going to throw deep. Connor looking, and it is picked off by, I believe that's Matthew Schlappy on the pick. He will take a knee at the 15-yard line, so we'll see what the flag is. And but if it's on the Bears, this should likely just take us into halftime with the Knights leading by 17. 36-19. Clock reads zeros. We'll see what the penalty is here. Interception by Matthew Schlappy. Should the penalty be on Bears? We will see if they rule this on the Knights. It appears they will, as we await the results of this penalty. Knights heading back out there on D, so it looks like they are going to say that it's on Valor. Offsides on Valor, so they jumped early, and it should be one more play for San Marcos Academy. Clock was zeros, but this will be one more play, a final play from the 15-yard line. So Knights defense really wanting to hold here, and you really don't want to give up a touchdown right before the break. 36-19, Knights lead by 17, trying to keep it there as San Marcos trying to add on, the Bears looking for more. Major Howard, looks like he's going to take the snap. He does, pitches to Rye Roberts. Roberts fumbles, picks it up. Roberts looking to run. He's going to hope. Knights trying to bottle him up. He gets to the edge. This is trouble. Flags all over the place as Rye Roberts gets close to the end zone. Ultimately brought down shy of there, but two penalty markers on the field. This penalty will be declined, and that will take us on into halftime. Zeros leading. It is zeros on the clock here. We are halfway through this one here. End of 2 quarters. Valor leads 36-19. Stick with us, and we'll be back in a minute or so with Mr. Knoyer for a chat. Once again, 36-19. Knights lead. Stick around, Mr. Knoyer on the other side of this break. We welcome you back to Paul Tyson Field, where at halftime Valor leads 36-19 with 12:45 left in halftime. I'd like to welcome a special guest to the broadcast booth as Mr. Knoyer joins us now, the head of school for Valor Preparatory Academy. And Mr. Knoyer, so glad to have you on, the second ever halftime guest here on the Valor Network. And just wanted to start it off by asking you, first year we've had a football team, a high school football team here for Valor, and just what's the impact of that, seeing the school and this community rally around this team?
You know, Ben, not only are you doing a great job, but football in introducing football to Valor, I had known that football is popular in Texas. I had known that, people pour their heart and soul into it. But at our inaugural football game last year, I was absolutely astonished by the way it brought our community together as a whole. Because not only do you have players, but you have the family members of players, you have cheerleaders and their families, and then anyone else who's exercising one of their God-given talents and gifts is brought in on this one thing. So, obviously, you are a gifted speaker and commentator, so you're up here in the booth working. We have people on technology, right, that are constantly assessing and analyzing what we're doing on the field, the cheerleaders, the fans, the blue crew with all of our rhetoric school and logic school students sitting in one student section. It just brings the community together like nothing else.
Yeah, it really does, and just love seeing the Valor community rally around this team. And looking ahead to next week, we have homecoming week coming up, first homecoming week for Valor, and we're back here at 7:30 against Azle Christian. Just any events that the Valor family should know about upcoming, and just take us through next week.
Yeah, we are action-packed. Next week is homecoming week, so we are just packed to the brim with exciting things. One of those things, includes Valor Palooza, which brings our families together, pre-K through 12 out at Camp Fimfo. It's just a wonderful time as a community to spend time together, let the kids have fun, and so on and so forth. But it builds throughout the week, and being intentional and serving and praying and resting together as families. And Mrs. Cornett and the Family Ministries Department has just built us a great schedule. Also, on the flip side of that, you have the school culture piece that Miss Albritton has just poured her heart and soul into. That week culminates. Not only do we have spirit days and whatnot, but it culminates into a pep rally, which brings us all together in a high energy celebratory capacity. And then the games, right? So we have junior high games on Thursday, varsity game on Friday. So it just really culminates into that. And it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, building off Camp Fimfo, Valor Palooza coming up, Rhetoric Retreat wrapping up today. Just what does that mean to this community, and obviously Miss A doing a great job organizing that. Just your takeaways from Rhetoric Retreat.
Man, that Rhetoric Retreat, some people might be hesitant, in any given communities about taking time out of class to go and do a retreat-style event for 3 days. But let me just tell you, after having experienced Rhetoric Retreat and seeing the way lives are formed, relationships are deepened, and students and staff alike spend time intentionally with the Lord and with each other, there are certain things, one, that you can't attach a price tag to, and two, that will not show up on a standardized test. And those are the important things oftentimes, and that was Rhetoric Retreat. It was fun, faith, reflection, and totally geared around deepening our relationship with the Lord and each other, and it was just a great time.
Yeah, I really like to second that, and just a great experience for the Rhetoric School. And if you're not in Rhetoric School, look forward to that upcoming in your years.
Yeah, it's like something like there's nothing like it.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to wrap up with a final question. Your second year at Valor, being head of school and doing a great job. Just how have you seen this Valor community grow and just impact your life in particular?
Oh, thank you so much for saying that. It is a team effort around here, and I am surrounded by leaders, faculty, staff, parents, and students that love Jesus. They want to do this thing right, and our school loves the idea and the practice of partnering with families, because that is the unit that God has ordained, in bringing up children in the fear and admonition of the Lord. And it's a joy to get to partner with families as they do that thing and educate their children. So it has blessed me beyond measure. So happy and humbled to be able to be a part of this movement of God, to be a part of this community. And I've just been astounded by what the Lord has done and the people that he has surrounded me by. So, including you.
Thank you. Yeah, really just a special community, and you're a great part of it. So thank you for
appreciate
joining
that.
us, Mr. Knoyer, head of school, our second ever guest at a halftime here. Thank you, Mr. Knoyer, and
Yes.
we'll see you around.
Keep up the great work, Ben. Thank you.
Well, thank you. 8:39 left in halftime. 36-19, Knights lead the San Marcos Academy Bears. When we come back, we will get you some halftime stats. We will come back in about 5 minutes. We will be right back. 36-19, Knights lead the Bears. On the other side of this break, we'll have stats. Stick around. This is Valor Football. We welcome you back to Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High. Just about 5 minutes left here in halftime as both teams start to get loose again. And let's give you a quick stat checkup from the first half. It was Bear throwing 2 passing touchdowns here in the half, and he's been solid at quarterback. And his receiving touchdowns have gone to Maddox and James, both making an impact from the receiving corps. And then Duke chipping in with a rushing touchdown, and Seth powering in for about a 2-yard rushing touchdown late in that first half. All of those points and Matthew Schlappy's extras add up to a 36-19 ball game, a 17-point lead at half for the Knights. And we've got about 3 or 4 minutes left in halftime. We'll take a break. When we come back, it will be Knights and Bears. We'll be back with the second half when we come back. 17-point lead at halftime, 4 minutes left, 36-19, Valor leads. We welcome you back to Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High, where today the Valor Knights hold a 17-point lead over the San Marcos Academy Bears as we get set to start the second half. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, and thanks for listening. I'm Ben Brown, broadcasting live from the press box here at Paul Tyson Field. Knights out to a 36-19 lead as we start the third quarter on a nice night for football here this Friday night. Feels like 72 degrees and clear with the lights taking full effect. Valor wearing white helmets with blue jerseys and blue pants. They kick off right to left as Matthew Schlappe squibs this football away. Ball fallen on by Evan Donoso, senior captain for San Marcos Academy at the 36-yard line. That's where they will take possession. San Marcos Academy wearing green helmets with white jerseys and green pants. The white jerseys have the double stripe over the shoulder like the Indianapolis Colts jerseys do, reminiscent of those. Here's Major Howard leading his offense out there. He quarterbacked to them in the first half. Rye Roberts, probably their best player in the first half, chipping in on rushing and receiving and passing. Here's a straight-ahead run for Evan Donoso as Major Howard got blown up in the backfield by Sam Shores there as he was handing it off, and but he just did get rid of it before he was about to get sacked, and that brings up second down and about 9 for the San Marcos Academy Bears. Bears getting set to go. Howard looking for the snap, takes it, pitches. Running ahead, Caleb Armstrong met at the line and brought down 2 yards after there by Connor McFarling. So Connor makes the stop, and it brings up 3rd and 7 as the Knights try to look for a defensive stop here early in this one. Knights defense was really what stood and held firm in the first half. They made a couple big plays. Sam Shores with the sack, giving the Knights 2 points with a safety. Here's the run straight ahead for the San Marcos Academy Bears. This is Caleb Armstrong, their leading rusher, coming into the game with 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards on the ground, and 34 carries. And he stopped short, so 5 yards still needed. And this is a big play here as the Knights try to get their offense back onto the field with 8:10 to play here in this one. 4th down and about 5. Rye Roberts in the backfield. He'll take the pitch. He's going to run. They're just going to try and run with it. Roberts, now he's going to throw it deep. Coming back for Maddox. Moline trying to pick it, knocked down. Doesn't matter. It's a turnover on down. So Sam Shores, Connor McFarling in the backfield had pressure. And ultimately downfield, Maddox Moline had coverage and was able to put himself in a good spot to knock that one down. Knights will send their offense out there leading by 17, and they're looking for another touchdown here and try to add on to this lead. Here's Bear, empty backfield. Now Bennett motioning towards the center. Here's the snap to Bear, looking over the middle. He's got a man. He's going to find James Hoagland for the catch. And first down, Knights, as Hoagland brings it for 2 across the marker. And it's a first down, so 17-yard gain there with the pass complete there. And that will be, if not a new crisp 1st and 15 from the 29-yard line. Knights getting set to go. Tempo offense gives Duke the carry and met at the line and stopped right there by Evan Denoso. Evan Denoso has been a solid leader. He's their captain. Denoso, senior Sam Stewart, and senior Chris Denoso, the three captains for San Marcos Academy, and Evan's been the most impactful of the bunch on defense. Here's a screen for James. James gets the football. Hoagland still pushing, trying to cut across the field, and brought down about a yard shy of the line to gain, and it will bring up third down. Here go the Knights, looking for the first down here. Beg your pardon. Door flying open here in the press box as we try to get it locked. I believe we have it locked now. Sorry for that. Thanks for listening. And technical difficulties and real difficulties. And the Knights having difficulty pushing that ball forward on third down as stopped behind the line is Duke trying to push ahead for the first, but it's going to bring up 4th and 3 as he is stopped. Knights trying to convert here on 4th. Barrel on the backfield, motions Duke in. And there's flags. Flags all over the place. And it is, pass is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be on the Knights as they whistle to play dead at the line. Officials talking about the penalty, and it is offsides on the defense is what they motioned. And this is going to give the Knights a first down. So the penalty for San Marcos Academy leads to the Knights benefiting with a first down. And 6:02 to play. 36-19 Knights lead, and they're marching on ahead. They've got first and goal from the 12-yard line, looking to add a touchdown. I want to say thanks to Mr. Knoyer for joining us at a halftime. Second guest we've had on this season. Ms. Cornett the first, Mr. Knoyer the second. So thanks to him for spending a little time with us here in this one. Here's play action. Bear rolling, firing, floating it to James Hoagland, and he's got the touchdown. Caught it at about the 3 and lowered the shoulder and pushed it on in for the touchdown. Knights have now add on to the cushion, 42-19. They lead with 5:56 to play, and the offense coming up with a really big touchdown there. The defense has done its part today, getting multiple stops, but the offense coming through there with the big touchdown. I want to say thanks for listening. Apologize for any buffering or technical difficulties we may encounter, but we're on the air and happy to be broadcasting live. Bad snap, but Schlappy's going to pick it up and run it on into the end zone for 1. So it was a bad snap as they were looking for 2 and trying to kick it, but Matthew Schlappy picked it up and ran it on in for 1, although nobody moving off the field, so I wonder if we have flags here. 43-19 is what the scoreboard says. It was 42 with the touchdown as we await the ruling here from the officials. I want to say thanks to our officials for officiating tonight's game. And now San Marcos Academy will leave the field and jog over to the sideline. So they're going to count the 1. So 43-19 as it is a Valor lead, a 43-19 lead. The Knights have a 24-point advantage now as 45 is a mercy rule in Texas six-man high school football. So we will see if the Knights get there tonight. They did mercy rule their last opponent. It was that was Community Christian up in Mineral Wells, I should say. Final score of that game was 112-66. The offensive total's not quite as prolific here in this one as Valor leads 43-19, but still a healthy lead of 20 plus for the Knights. Knights cheerleaders doing a great job, as they always do, leading this home crowd in some cheers, and They have happy birthday for somebody. It is one of the younger kids, a grammar school kid, and happy birthday from the cheerleaders, and a happy birthday from the entire Valor family. So thanks to the cheerleaders, doing a great job as always. St. Marcus Academy has got a good number of faithful that have traveled out here to make the trek from San Marcos down south, but coming up north to play the Knights. Here's a kick. This is fielded by the Knights. If it went 15 yards, this is Valor football. And it is, let's see who they rule it. As Sam Shores was the one that recovered it. He has made an impact on defense and special teams early in his time here playing with the Knights, as he was out the first a good chunk of the season with an injury, but he's come back today, and Knights will head out on offense because of the hustle of Sam Shores. Bear leads his unit out there. Duke lined up on the edge. Bear empty backfield as of the moment. Knights look to the sideline for the play call as they continue to look. Highest point total of the year for the Knights, 112. They did that each of the last 2 weeks against Faith Academy and Community Christian. Here's a dump off for Connor. Ball hits the ground and is incomplete, and it'll bring up second down. Bear was under pressure and tried to dump it off to his center there, and it was incomplete. The kid that cheerleaders were singing happy birthday to is one of the daughters of the cheer coach, Coach Sherwood's daughter. So happy birthday to her. Here's Bear firing over the middle on a crossing route. Juggled and incomplete. Duke had it in his hands and lost it, bringing up third down on a nice slant crossing route over the middle. Yeah, the two guys open there, and the pass off the hands. And it brings up 3rd and 15 with 5:46 to play, 43-19 Knights lead. Going back to the 112-point marker each of the last 2 games for the Knights. Faith Academy on the 4th of October, so 10-4. It was 148 to 112. Knights were on the short end of the stick, but it was a state record for combined 6-man points. Here's James Hoagland getting the ball on the pass, but down to the 27. Good 8 yards shy of the marker to gain. So 4th and manageable now as they cut into it. 4th and 7, 4th and 8 is who we're looking at now. Last week, Community Christian down in Mineral Wells fell to the Knights, as the Knights were able to hop in there and knock off the Warriors 112 to 66. As we've got a man down now, so we will take a break and step aside. James Hoagland back on his feet as he walks to the sideline with some assistance, but hope he's going to be all right, and we'll try and give you an update on him as soon as possible. Valor heads back out there on offense as the San Marcos Academy faithful make some noise. 4th and 8. Valor looking to convert ball on their own 27-yard line, and both guys jump. So Maddox Moline and Matthew Slappy both early on that play. So that'll back them up 5, and it'll be 4th and 13 upcoming for the Knights. Valor trying to add on to this lead, but if they're going to do it, they're going to have to get a conversion here on 4th down and long. 4th and long for the Knights. Duke in motion. Bear wants the snap, doesn't get it. Now looking to the sideline. 5:26 to play, whistles and a timeout, Knights. So Coach Stephen Bird will take the timeout and talk over what they want to do here in this one. I want to say thanks for tuning in here in this one, and remind you that if you're not able to make it next week, we hopefully will be back on the air. It will be homecoming week next week as Azle Christian comes to town. 7:30 p.m. kickoff time. A junior high also playing that weekend, so make sure to come support all squads of the Knights at a 7:30 varsity kickoff time against Azle Christian here at Paul Tyson Field. That will be the 25th. That is next Friday. To cap off homecoming week, Knights will open district play against Azle Christian, and then the following week we'll have a bye. After that, they will head to Wichita Falls, 3 hours north, and face Wichita Christian. That game at 7 o'clock, so that's going to be a late night and probably some leaving school early if they're going to get there at 3 hours away. 4th and 13, that's the situation for the Knights. Sam Shore's in motion. Here's a handoff to Duke. Duke to Sam. Flea flicker, now Bear has it. Firing, and Connor trying to catch it, juggling. He's got it. Does he have enough for the first down? Sideline thinks he does. Give it to him, and they will. So, first down, Valor on the big catch by Connor McFarling, as Connor able to haul that one in, as it was a leaping grab. And remember, he's really only got that one hand with a clubbed up left hand, so catching with a non-dominant hand is right hand. Still makes the play. That's how impressive Connor has been today. Called his name a lot on defense last week, but chipping in on offense at center and receiver today. Pistol formation. Here's the handoff. Duke up the middle. Duke shifting to the outside and tackled there by Caleb Armstrong, the leading rusher for the Bears. Comes in on defense and makes a play. Also in there on the tackle was, it appears to be Landon Douglas, the freshman. Bear rejoins the huddle. Went to the sideline to get the play call from Coach Bird, but back in the huddle, and he will lead his squad out there. Sam Shore's in for James Hoagland. James still on the trainer's table on the Knights sideline, attended to by head trainer Tammy Martin. Here's a fumble on the handoff to Duke. Bear lost it. Duke picks it up and falls on it, and that will result in a loss of yardage, bringing up third down and a bunch. So 3rd and 12 upcoming with as we hit 3:57 to play inside of 4 minutes to go. Knights lead 43-19. Knights huddling here, trying to discuss their next play as they break huddle. 3rd down and 13 for Valor. Bear has Duke behind him. Third and long rather. Play action. Bear looking deep. He's got a man. Bennett in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Looking deep for Bennett Herman, but could not get it to him there. And it'll bring up 4th and 14 is what they're calling it here at Paul Tyson Field. Cheerleaders chipping in as they've been good all night and really all season, doing a great job getting this good home crowd pumped up and ready for action here in this one. Good turnout for the Knights as the faithful continue to support this team and rally behind this ball team. Sam Shore's in motion. Now play action. Bear rolling right. Looking deep. He's got Maddox. Incomplete, overshot him, and that's going to turn it over on downs and give the San Marcos Academy Bears the football right back. 43-19, 3:07 to play on the change of possession. 1st and 15 coming for the guests, the visitors from San Marcos Academy. Knights getting set to go on defense as we play here. The rushing attack has been what's keyed this Knights team. 3 rushing touchdowns on the day, if my stats are right. And the defense has held this team to 19 points so far. They've averaged 33 coming in. The 6-man average generally higher, so a little bit below average for this team. Rye Roberts making a cut up the middle, makes another man miss. Roberts to the edge, to the sideline, out of bounds. Maddox Moline finishes Rye Roberts off there. Roberts coming into this game with the most carries of anybody on the team, seeing not as many here today. Caleb Armstrong's tucked the lead role, but Rye Roberts coming in with 35 carries for 262 yards and a touchdown. So the sophomore wearing number 6 has been really good for San Marcos Academy all year. Knights have done a good job limiting David Followell, number 80, their leading receiver, to minimal yardage and catches. Here's Roberts. Roberts drifting in the backfield. 3 Knights trying to get him. Here comes pressure picked off by Bennett Herman. He's going to take it to the house. Pressure from Duke. He knocked the quarterback. The ball floated up in the air, and Bennett Herman grabs it and returns it for a 20-yard, pick 6. So Bennett chipping in there with some points, as he is the 6th different Knight today to come in and score it, as this is a pick 6 for Bennett. The first defense, this is Knights have rarely scored on defense this year, but doing so here and getting the pick 6. Knights send the kickoff unit out there now. Bear the holder. Ben Rucker in there, a long snapper. Matthew Schlappy, the kicker. Schlappy sends it away, line drive on through the posts. And it is 51 to 19 rather. So Knights lead by, that is now 32 that the Knights have the advantage. And 51-19 with 2:29 to play. Knights looking to go here and grab their 6th win of the year here in this one. San Marcos Academy looking for their 3rd, coming in at 2-4. Knights have scored 51 in this contest, and looking to go on defense and keep the Bears right at 19. But they've got a healthy cushion, so really a score would not be the end of the world here for San Marcos if you're Valor. But with a 32-point lead, you'd really like to limit it and build on a strong defensive performance today. Falling on it, Evan Donoso, the senior, on special teams, gets the football, and it goes down with it right on the 35-yard line. I want to shout out Mr. Knoyer for joining us at halftime, as he came in and loved having him on, and really happy to have him. We're going to try and get more people on as the season goes on, and even building into next year. Rye Roberts out there along with Major Howard. 2 men in the backfield. Evan Donoso just to the left of the center at a traditional fullback position. Howard takes the snap, pitches to Rye Roberts. Roberts seeing a lot of touches now, busting through the line, quick speed, and still on his feet. Now brought down at the 40-yard line after a 6-yard gain. Credit Sam Shores in there on the tackle, and it will bring up 2nd down and about 9. Well, right on midfield at the 40-yard line. Reminder, in 6-man football, it is an 80-yard field. 2 minutes left here, 3rd quarter of play, as we near 3/4 of the way through this one. Been on air for just about 2 hours here in this one as we approach the 2-hour mark of length. 147 and ticking on down. 51-19 Knights lead. Handoff. Here's Rye Roberts trying to hit the edge. Bennett Herman gets to him and wraps him up about 4 yards shy of the marker. So credit him with a 5-yard gain there, and the ball, or give him a 4-yard gain rather, as the ball now on the Knights 37-yard line, and then we'll bring it up 3rd and 6 as they look to get it to the 31-yard line. Knights wearing white helmets with the blue jerseys and blue pants. San Marcos Academy wearing green helmets with white jerseys and green pants. Here's a low snap. Denoso pitches to Roberts. Roberts trying to cut back across the field at the line of scrimmage currently. Busting forward, and I believe he got the first down. Roberts out of bounds on the Valor sideline. But we will see what where they spot the ball. They're going to spot him short. It appears they're going to spot him inches short. Nope, first down. So they get the first down. They give it to him with 57 seconds to play 3rd quarter. As first down San Marcos Academy, as the Bears look to build upon this drive and punch it into the end zone. Bears break the huddle as they come in on this one. And look to continue this drive as the clock runs inside of 40 seconds now, 3rd quarter. Here's the pitch from Major Howard to Rye Roberts. Roberts off to the races, seeing frequent touches now, almost every play getting the football. And he busts forward for a really, really, really solid gain of about 11. Give him 13 rather, bringing up 2nd and 2. We'll see if they elect to run a play here. They get to the line, 10 seconds left, and they do. It's a low snap, and Evan Denoso falls on it. So that's productive for the Knights as they lose about 6 there, and that brings us to the conclusion of the 3rd quarter. The horn sounds here at Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High, and with the Knights leading by 32, it is 51-19. We head to the 4th quarter. 4th quarter returns. When we return, we will be back shortly. This is Valor Knights Football.
But I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, flat pie. Shoot a shot. Coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I bite what I like. I like it as bigger. I'm nice to the flow. Just like the demeanor. Feet on my family. JP! They got the iron while I got the steamer. Bring the fire but you never seen them. Testify I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul to go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta be something. I made it call over just like I'm rapping. I know we back together, but I got this better.
We welcome you back to Paul Tyson Field here as we resume play. 4th quarter. Here's the snap. 3rd down. Here's Rye Roberts running. Knights trying to stack him up, sizing him up. Fakes the throw, and he got Bennett off his feet and takes it into the house. Takes it to the house. So Rye Roberts, my goodness, he has been a force on the ground to say the least for the Bears, and adds to this lead, or cuts into this lead rather, for the Knights. Score now with 9:49 to play, 51-25 as they try to add on. 2 more is 2 points is what they're looking for on the kick. Reminder that your traditional extra point in 6-man football is worth 2, while your traditional 2-point conversion is worth 1. High snap. Major Howard trying to pick it up, and he is flattened by Duke, and Matthew Slappy picks it up, but that's a dead ball. So it is 51-25 with 9:49 to play. Knights trying to get out of here with a victory and still a full quarter to play, looking to win that. Knights on the year, their highest scoring output, 112, have done that in back-to-back weeks. Does not appear they're going to hit that marker today, however, as they are at 51 points through 3 quarters so far. Their lowest point total on the year was 25. That was against St. Mary's Hall in Waco at J.J. Kern Stadium on the campus of Bishop Louis Riker Catholic School. That was our first home game. It was not at Paul Tyson. It was at Riker's place. But we scored 25 there. Scored 37 at Mount Calm in the first ever varsity football game. Won that one. And then we see 46, 72, 86, 112, 112. And we'll see what this final brings us. Kick, rolling, and Knights will try to fall on it now as they will have the football. Whistles blowing all over the place, so lots and lots of whistles. Not a lot of clamor, and it will be Valor Football. So Knights will take possession, going left to right here. So Knights will take possession, going left to right. San Marcos Academy on defense, trying to get the ball back and go right to left. Give you an update on James Hoagland. He has not re-entered the game and standing on the sideline currently with Luke Curtis and Mr. Thompson. So hope James is able to go back in. But as of right now, it does not appear he is able to play. So keep him in our thoughts and prayers. Duke in at running back. Here's the pitch. He gets the pitch from Bear. Trying to set the edge. Breaks one tackle. Lowers the shoulder and tiptoes out of bounds inside San Marcos territory as he's out of bounds close to the line to gain. They're going to rule that it is a second down, as it will be second and about 3 now upcoming for the Knights. Knights in this one have put together a good game, and it has been a lot of defense and offense in this one, as we've seen a safety, we've seen touchdowns, I believe 8 touchdowns in this one. We've seen safety, we've seen extra points, we've seen it all for the Knights. Handoff Duke. Duke got the first down and a couple more, add 3 more on to the end of that. And it's first down at the about the 23 is where they'll spot it. We hit 9 minutes to play, third quarter. Now Bear rejoins the huddle as we play under the lights here at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Just over 2 hours. 2:04 we've been on there. And over 2 hours here in this one. Hopefully, it appears we will not reach another 3-hour game like we have the past few weeks. As here's Bear dumping it off. Sam Shore's first catch of the year, upended about 4 yards past the line. And it'll be second and about 11 coming after the reception by Sam Shores. I want to say thanks for listening. Ben Brown coming to you live from Paul Tyson Field here on the campus of Waco High, a pretty new stadium, and they were due for a new one, as this one a bit smaller than the old one, as right next to the Extraco Events Center, but it's a good venue. As here's a pitch on the short side of the field. Duke trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, knocked out right there. Clock will continue to move. 7:43 and ticking on down here in this one. I believe this is the second or third year for Paul Tyson Field here in Waco, Texas. Knights trying to convert here on third down and a bunch. They've got third and 13 coming. As it's on turf. It is. This is a turf field that we were playing on today. Looks nice, but a turf field we're on today. Bear play action to Duke. Under pressure, firing over the middle. Bennett Herman's got the catch and more. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Knights. So Bennett Herman with his second touchdown of the game. A receiving touchdown and a pick six in this one, adding to the totals. 57-25 now the score here in this. Paul Tyson Field named for the legendary Waco High coach Paul Tyson. So Paul Tyson's memory lives on here in Waco, Texas at a stadium that bears his name here in this one. Stadium opened in 2023, so it's a second or third year in this one, and that's where we stand. But snap leads to Matthew Schlappe falling on the football, so no 1 or 2 points added. 57-25, a 32-point advantage for the Knights. We apologize as we may see some buffering here in our broadcast, but thanks for sticking around with us and making the decision to stay with us. Knights getting set to kick this one away now. As with 7:02 to play, fourth quarter we stand. 57-25. Fowler leads the Bears of San Marcos Academy. Knights special teams jog out there, led by Matthew Schlappe, Sam Shores, Noah Canales, Hudson Anderson, Seth Flowers, and Parker Stanfield out there as well. Matthew puts the ball on the tee. Now the whistles blow, the huddle breaks, and the Knights get set to kick this one away. Here's a high hop, and falling backwards with it is San Marcos Academy's fielder. I believe that is Evan Donoso fielding it on special teams, and the Bears will take possession now on their own 31-yard line. Or no, it'll be the 34, sorry, late spotting the football. And that's where they'll take possession. 7:02 to play, 57-25 our score as we play here into the night in Waco. Give you a quick temperature check and what the weather's like after this play. Snap. Pitch back from Armstrong. Armstrong to Howard. Howard going to run it. Gets a good block from Armstrong. Howard up the sideline. Out of bounds, a yard past the marker. The line to gain, and a 16-yard gain gives the San Marcos Academy Bears another first down. 72 to play as we approach 70, getting close to that as it drops. Feels exactly like 72 with right at 50% humidity. So a lovely day and a nice breeze for football here in the air in McLennan County. First and 15 from the 27-yard line for San Marcos Academy. Donoso pitches it back to Howard. Howard under pressure. This is Seth Flowers. Lofts the football. Donoso almost made an incredible one-handed catch, but bobbling the football, could not reel it in, and it brings up 2nd and 15. Almost got it with one hand and then bobbled it, tried to reel it in with two and then one and could not hang on for the catch. And it brings up 2nd down and 15. 6.5 minutes left here in this in regulation. So we play in the fourth quarter, over 3.5 quarters into this one as we play second half under the lights. Bears going right to left here. As Evan Denoso, or rather this is Caleb Armstrong takes the snap, pitches it to Major Howard. Howard past the line for a 1-yard gain. So I guess it's a productive yard there for Major Howard, bringing up 3rd and long, 3rd and 14, as a matter of fact. Knights suited up in white helmets with blue jerseys and blue pants. San Marcos Academy wearing green, white, green as we look out the window, and to our left we see the bright moon. So the moon looks like just about full tonight. If it's not, it's real close to that, and glowing moon off in the distance, high in the sky, overlooking this one. Howard pitches to Rye Roberts. Roberts another touch. Waits for pressure. Now goes. He's beating some Valor men to the first down marker. Rye Roberts, just some impressive speed. And he shows off the legs and motors for a first down as we're going to hit 6:16 to play. Knights leading by 32. Good Knights turnout here in this one as Valor looks to get some energy back into the crowd as the cheerleaders lead the fans in some chants and some energy here at Paul Tyson Field. Here's Major Howard. Howard trying to fake out Sam Shores, and he got him. Now fires end zone, taking a knee with it in the end zone for a touchdown is Evan Denoso. So Evan Denoso gets a touchdown reception for the Bears, and with 6:03 left, they've added six more onto their end, and they are at 31 points in this one. Coming in averaging 33.3 points a game exactly, so getting real close to that. Should they add 2 here, that would put them at 33, right at their season average with 6 minutes to go. Howard set to kick. Here's the hold, the kick. Major Howard puts it on through, and they do indeed have 33 points. So right at the average, they're averaging 33 per game, so we'll see if the Knights can hold them scoreless the rest of this ball game, or if they will bump that average up a little bit. James Hoagland trying to walk off his injury on the sideline. Always tough to see him go down, and we ask you to keep him in our thoughts and prayers as we play on tonight. Knights have jumped out to an advantage here of it is a 57-33 lead, and 57 minus 33 is 24 for the math. There's your math for the day here in this one. Knights getting set to receive as Major Howard's, or this is not Major Howard rather, but the kick is recovered by the Knights, and they will take possession at right about the 30-yard line. Valor getting set to take the field here with 6 minutes to play, leading by 24. 3 touchdowns exactly with the 2 points added on. So a 3-possession game here in this one as we await more. Sam Shores joins the huddle along with Connor, Bear, Maddox, Duke, and Bennett. Bear leading this offense. He's been good all year as the quarterback and leader of this squad. After Connor went down with a hand injury, he's coming at center, Connor has, and Bear's taking over the reins as the quarterback. Duke makes a couple men miss and pushes forward for a solid 14-yard gain, bringing up 2nd down and 1 with 5:55 to play here in this one. Went out of bounds, so rather not stop the clock here as you want to keep this one going here as we go. Knights huddle, now clock continues to run. 5:46 to play. Knights lead by by 24 rather. Here's a pitch to Duke. Duke running top of the screen, whistles blow, and play is whistled dead. It's a false start on the Knights, and now we'll push them back to 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Valor has looked good today. Not quite the offensive performance we've seen in the past couple games when you get used to seeing triple digits. Just because you're not in triple digits doesn't mean you haven't played well. And Valor has played well today, and it's been mostly the defense in this one, and the defense has really stepped up and made the big plays when necessary. They've had stops, they've forced a safety, and the whole unit really deserves a shout out. Bears got time in the pocket, looking to throw. Now scrambling. He's gonna fire. Maddox catches it. Going for the pick was San Marcos Academy, but they don't get it. And Maddox Moline tiptoes into the end zone for the touchdown. So Knights add more onto this lead. 6 more, as a matter of fact, and it is 63-33. Maddox with another touchdown on the day on the receiving end, and that is his second receiving touchdown, if my numbers are right. That bumps Bears total up to, that is now 3 passing touchdowns for Bears. So we haven't seen quite the prolific touchdown rate that we have in the past few games, but when he's throwing double digits, you know he's having a good time. Kick is good from Matthew Schlappe. 65-33 now the lead as the Knights add 8 more. And the lead is now 32. So Knights looking to come out of here with a victory, and adding more points certainly always helps. 5:19 to play. 4th quarter, we stand under the lights here at Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High. I want to say thanks for listening, as I'm Ben Brown with you here, broadcasting live from Waco High. Knights get set to go out there and kick this ball off, as we see Jake McCormick enter the game on special teams. Wearing number 10, Hudson Anderson in there as well, with Matthew Schlappe and the rest of the kickoff unit. Knights getting set to kick this one off. Matthew Schlappe makes sure he's ready and squibs it on the ground. San Marcos Academy will fall on the football. Knights will head out there on defense now, as we look at the national rankings here. As we look at Texas 6-man rankings across the state, Valor is put 158th according to Max Prep's Texas high school football 6-man rankings, just a spot ahead of Mount Calm, who they beat earlier in the year. So I feel like Valor could have deserved to be a little bit higher, but I take those rankings with a grain of salt. And in TAPS in District 3 for TAPS, or Division 3 for TAPS 6-man, Valor ranked 13th, just ahead of Hill Country Christian and Azle Christian, who they play next week. Here's a deep shot. Ryer Roberts looking sideline for Daniel Yates, and incomplete. Maddox Moline had coverage on the big-bodied junior Daniel Yates, and that will bring up 2nd down and 15 with 5:12 to play here in the 4th quarter. In the Waco, according to Max Preps, in the Waco rankings, they put Valor at 15th. But Knights have really played their hearts out, and really deserve to be higher than that, sitting at 5-2. And anytime you're a part of history like they were against Belleville Faith, you deserve to be noticed for that and recognized across the state. Major Howard leading his squad out there as he gets the pitch. Howard, he's going to launch high in the air. Coming back for it are the Knights, and incomplete. Matthew Schlappe, Connor McFarling, and Maddox Moline all in there trying to pick that ball, as it was real close to being taken the other way from the Knights, but the effort lends an incompletion, and will bring up third down for the Bears. Bears with 5:05 on the clock, 65-33 fourth quarter, as this game stretches on into the night. Just next to the Extraco Events Center, Paul Tyson Field on the campus of Waco High. We play under the lights. Going from right to left is San Marcos Academy. Rye Roberts gets the bad pitch. He's running, and he's going to run. Running past the line, cutting all across the field. He's going to get a first down also. So Roberts ran a good 20 yards there, even though he's only going to get credited for 15. But first, this should be a first down for the Bears, and indeed they will move the chains. Knights looking to extend this defensive performance for Valor. Bears trying to add more on to this lead. Here's the snap. Now Roberts gets it, but more whistles, and we continue to have whistles as there's the flag. It's a false start on San Marcos Academy with 4:48 to play. Knights lead by 32, and it will be 1st and 20. 1st and 20 to go as San Marcos Academy sets up shop at the Valor 33-yard line. It's the Valor 33 where they are located. San Marcos Academy getting set here for first down and long. Here's Rye Roberts getting it. Roberts scrambling all over. Now he's going to try and throw it. Pass complete to Major Howard. Howard cutting back across the field, and he's going to get at least 5 running out of bounds and knocked out there by Maddox. And it will bring up second down and about 15 on the 5-yard gain for Major Howard running the football. Knights trying to hold on to this 32-point lead as the clock runs inside of 4:30 to play. Valor trying to come out with their 6th win of the year as they lead 5-2. Here's Howard, a pitch back. Rye Roberts. Roberts all day. Now Seth making him work, and now Parker Stanfield comes up from the secondary to get Rye Roberts to the ground, and Roberts tackled right at the 24-yard line. So now we get whistles and a timeout, it looks like, for the Bears. Bears take a timeout, and we will step aside for a moment. We'll be right back. Knights lead by 32 with 4:04 to play, 4th quarter. Bears break huddle as Valor heads back out there on defense. 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 as we play with 4 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. San Marcos Academy sends Rye Roberts into the backfield along with Major Howard. Howard under center. He's going to pitch it to Roberts. Roberts, a big playmaker. He's going to sling it from a sidearm, and David Followell's going to catch it for a touchdown. So David Followell picks up his 6th touchdown of the year, and San Marcos Academy says we're not done yet with 3:55 to play, adding another 6 onto their total, and they've now surpassed their average of points per game, averaging 33 points per game coming in, they were just at 33. Now they're at 39, looking to make it 41. Major Howard, their quarterback, set to kick, the freshman, the 120-pound freshman, looking to kick this one away and get it through the posts. Good kick, and it's through. So 65-41, our score with 3:55 to play here in this game. Knights will head back out on offense for what could be the final time. Could also not be the final time, depending on how if they decide to run the ball or pass the ball, or we'll see what the choice is for head coach Stephen Bird and the Knights in to try and finish this game out. 65-41 the score. Defense has played well, and that's the reason Knights have the 24-point lead that they do, as the defense has come up with stops. They've had a safety, and the offense trying to reward them with another score here on the other side of this kickoff. Here's the kick. It's fielded by Bennett Herman, and he'll go to the ground with it. And the Knights will take the ownership of the ball at the 36 or the 37-yard line. See exactly where they spot it, as Valor will head out there with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Knights will have the ball on the 36-yard line. 1st and 15, trying to get it to the 39 or the 29 rather of the San Marcos Academy. Bears making the trip up here from San Marcos. San Marcos, okay, good ways from here, and we're thankful for them. Knights hand it to Duke. Duke up the middle, still running, and finally Rye Roberts knocks him out of bounds, but not before it's a first down for Duke and moves the chains. San Marcos, Texas, even 2 hours away from here, as it is pretty much south. Straight south down I-35. You're going to hit San Marcos. If you head past Austin, and you're going to hit San Marcos. So 2 hours from here, and we're thankful to have them here. But just a short 5 minutes away from Valor, if that. As it's real close, Paul Tyson Field to Valor Preparatory Academy's main campus, and that is a blessed relief for many Valor fans here tonight. Duke gets the pitch from Bear, running on 1st and 15. Almost looked like he slid down there, but goes down with a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 10 upcoming, as we're going to get close to 3 minutes, as 3:10 on the clock right now, fourth quarter here in this one. James has removed his jersey on the sideline, and it looks like, looks like he's not going to come back in. So it looks like a right leg issue for James, as he's got like ice on it, and so we'll hope we'll monitor his situation and hope he's back in practice this week and next week against Azle Christian, as he's a key cog in this wheel of the Valor Preparatory Knights. Here goes Duke running right, and goes down right at the line of scrimmage for minimal gain. And with 2:29 to play, Knights could elect to drain this all the way down to about 2 minutes left, leading by 24. Third down and 11 coming up. Fourth quarter we played. 2:12 left. Bear rejoins the huddle, and will relay the play call to the rest of his team. Parker Stanfield in there, along with Bennett Herman and Connor, Duke, Bear, and Maddox. 1:47 to play. Bear snaps it with 1:45, hands it off. Duke makes one man miss in the backfield, shifting, and falls forward for about 3, bringing up 4th and about 8 with 1 minute and 34 seconds to play. We're going to get whistles, and I believe San Marcos Academy is going to want a timeout. Yes, they will. Knights in this one have put on a good offensive performance, as Bear up to 4 passing touchdowns, or 5 passing touchdowns on the day, rather, as he's been good. Not quite at the standard that he's been at a lot of the season, but the offense is not going to be in triple digits every game, and you really don't want to come to expect that. And 65 is a healthy margin for you'll take that any day. San Marcos Academy has put up 41 on the ninth, but the defense for Valor has really been a key part of tonight, and a key part of this team, and the 24-point lead that they have today. Knights head back out there on offense. 4th and 8, a long 4th and 8. Duke will take the snap, hand it off to Maddox. Maddox going to fire to Bear, so a little trickery for the Knights here. Bear busting through, and he's going to get the touchdown. So Bear Grismer on the receiving end for once. He's got 6 total touchdowns now, 5 through the air and 1 receiving, so that's something you don't see every day. But Duke took the snap, pitched it to Maddox. Maddox gets a passing touchdown on the play, and that's going to bump this Knights score up to 71-41, a 30-point lead even, as they will try and kick this one in for 2. Ben Rucker into the game as a long snapper. He does that every time Matthew Schlappe kicks it through, and he does indeed kick it through, and it will be 73-41, a 32-point advantage for the Knights, as 32 has been the sweet spot. It's been there. That's been that, and 24, 32 and 24 have been the most common leads tonight for the Knights, as they get set to kick this one away with sub 130. It's 1:25 on the clock, 4th quarter. And we will see if the Knights can pull out this victory. It sure looks like they will right now. Sitting at 5-2, San Marcos Academy at 2-4. Bears have given the Knights a run for their money, but Knights have come out so far on top. Valor going to break the huddle. Hudson, Noah, Seth, Matthew, Parker, and Mason out there seeing some time. Mason trying to avenge his fumble last week. He was not happy about it on the van ride home, but playing his heart out here, and we see him get the opportunity on special teams for the Knights. Matthew set to kick this one off. Kicks it to the 50, bounces at the 36 rather, and that's where it's fielded by Amel Gihanga for the San Marcos Academy Bears, a senior wearing number 23. Breakdown for San Marcos Academy, they have 7 seniors, only 2 juniors, so in a Valor class heavy with juniors, only 2 juniors for the Bears, 4 sophomores, and 10 freshmen, comprising a roster of, it is 724, I think. And on defense now for the Knights. Here's Howard, a pitch back to Roberts. Roberts shifting the other way. Connor there, and now breaks a couple tackles, still pushing, as we see Jake in on defense now, and a safety dropping back to be there should he's needed. But in there to tackle him finally is Matthew Schlappe on the play, but a big first down there will run some clock, I believe, for San Marcos Academy. They're going to spot the ball at the 18-yard line. So Jake in on defense for the Knights. Matthew out there as well. Hudson will now sub in for Connor, as Bennett along the line as well. 1:12 to play, 73-41. Valor leads, but San Marcos Academy driving here under the lights, going right to left. Snap comes. Roberts going to sling it. Now trips. Now he's going to try and run it. Slings it across his body. Bounces it. Had a man open, but cannot connect to his intended target. I believe that's David Followell who he was looking for. But threw it a little too low. Followell couldn't haul it in, and the ball hits the turf. Score is still 73-41. 1:04 to play as we approach a minute left in regulation. Major Howard leads his team out there on offense. Rye Roberts lined up at the short side of the field. Low snap, fumbled, but recovered, and now a flag on the play as it was recovered by Evan Denoso, who fell on it. But a flag comes in at the end of the play, so we'll see what this is about. As we now see Mason sub in on defense for Seth, so good job today by Seth along that defensive front, but Mason getting the opportunity now at that nose defensive tackle position. So glad to see him out there as well. Looks like they picked up the flag, so ball spotted on the 23-yard line. Here's the snap. Another bad snap, but handled by Major Howard. He's going to sling it deep, going for the back of the end zone, and Daniel Yates, did he catch that? Indeed he did. Wow. Daniel Yates leaping in the air to grab that. Also had contact from Matthew Schlappy, so good coverage from Schlappy on the back end, but Daniel Yates elevating to catch that ball, coming down with the toes and falling out of bounds. That's truly a great effort and a great catch for Daniel Yates. And not much you can do on defense there if you're Matthew. Made a great play, but at the end of the day, Daniel Yates just made an incredible catch. Credit to Major Howard on the throw, too. A great throw from Howard. Here's the kick from Howard, leaning, and it is no good. Wide right. Looked like it was tailing a little short. Actually did have distance, but a little right is the miss. 73-47. 52 seconds to play here in this one, and the Knights are going to hopefully get possession and just look to run this clock out and maybe add some points, but the main focus is getting out of here with the W, and they are in a good position to do that with leading by 26. Knights cheerleaders getting this crowd going here. Is a good turnout from the Valor faithful here in this one as San Marcos gets set to kick it away. Here's the kick, a good kick for the Bears. Bouncing. Duke's going to pick it up at about the 2-yard line and return it. Now he's just going to go down to a knee inside the 5 at about the 2-yard line. Goes down to a knee, so not sure if that was intentional or not, but whatever it is, you don't want to get Duke hurt, or the kick return's just really not. You just want to run this clock out and get out of here with a victory, and that's the main focus. Be 1st and 15 from the 2-yard line. 48 seconds to play. 73-47. Knights lead by 26. Valor's offensive unit getting set to head on out there. See Bennett out there, Parker out there, Bear, Connor, Duke, and Maddox. So the pretty much the starting unit out there, except for Parker's in instead of James. James still dealing with looks like an ankle injury as he's on the trainer's table with Coach Martin right now, getting attended to again. Knights will take a knee and clock will run. Looks like they will kneel it one more time here in this one, but Bear just taking a knee there, and that will just about do it here in this one for the Knights, as they're going to cruise to a 73-47 victory in this one, and you always like to see the Knights come out on top, and that is what it appears will happen tonight. 15 seconds and counting down. Knights take a knee one more time, and that's going to be the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Final score will be 73-47 as the Knights pick up another win. That is back-to-back wins for the Knights. Here they beat San Marcos Academy, beat Community Christian last week on the heels of a state record game against Belleville Faith. So Knights off to a strong start. They continue that strong start at 6-2 through 8 games now. Their record 6-2 here in this one. Final score 73-47, a 26-point win for the Knights over the Bears from San Marcos Academy. I want to say thanks to the Bears for making the trek on up here to play the Knights, but they fall, and their record now 2-5. Let's give an MVP of the game for you today. Bear doing it all. Really, the whole offensive and defensive unit doing it all today. This was really a game highlighted by complimentary football. And on those days, it's hard to give an MVP, but we were impressed by Bear. 5 passing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. Bennett a pick 6, a receiving touchdown. Maddox 2 receiving touchdowns and a passing touchdown. So we're going to give it to Maddox. 3 total touchdowns, 2 receiving, 1 passing. So Maddox is our MVP tonight. I want to say thanks to all who made this broadcast possible. Thanks to Jeff and Bethany Brown. Thanks to Derek Smith and Colin Witt for technical and broadcast support. Saying thanks for all of them, I'm Ben Brown. Thanks for listening and joining us. Final score, Knights pull out the W, 73-47, a 26-point win. Zeros on the clock through 4.